Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. Well, it's actually technically Sunday. It's a Saturday night. Of course, I am home alone as always, and I finally have some time, so I thought I would make an audio for you because I have some interesting things I want to talk about. Of course, everything is inspired by your questions. So we're going to cover two of them today. So the first thing is not really a question, but it's something that I have been noticing a lot. And I talked about this before, but let's discuss it again. So, as you know, I have been taking new clients finally, and therefore doing consultations. And there's a lot of people, again, as always, that want to bring back their exes they have broken up years ago, and they're in no contact with, and majority of them are even blocked for years. And this, guys, is such a hard situation. And I understand that you still love them and you have tried to move on and you couldn't, and you still really want them back. I get it. I understand it's really difficult for you because it's been a long time and you still can't forget that person. So, the thing is, like I said, it's very complicated. It's not easy. And every time I hear a situation like this, we have to do a reading, as you guys know, because we have to see the situation and what your chances even are. If there's an energy bond left, what are they thinking, feeling? It's necessary in cases like this. And unfortunately, in majority of cases like this, there will be very little that's left, sometimes nothing, sometimes very little. And sometimes there will actually be a good chance, but that is extremely rare if it's been years and if it's been no contact and all those things. So, what I always suggest when I see that, the situation is not really looking good, I always suggest to people to move on, because I'm going to explain why it just seems to me like a easier thing to do. Absolutely, I always say that everybody has free will and they can, take the advice or not. It's totally up to you. But if you are gonna pursue spell work on somebody like that, and in a situation like that, you have to be aware it's gonna be difficult. There are quite high chances it will not work at all. And if it will work, it's gonna take a long time. A long time. And when I say long, I mean like a year or more. I can't really say exactly how long it's gonna take for you because it does depend on a million things, and I could be wrong. But I'm just saying that from my experience, because when I had cases like this is how long it took for majority of the clients. So I'm just saying from experience. That's it. It may not apply to you, of course, but usually it will, right? Statistically, it will. And that's a long period of time. And you're going to have to invest money because you're going to need more spells. You're going to most likely need quite a few spells and time. Now, money is, as you know, the energy of money. It just circulates, and you give, you earn. You always earn money. You can always earn more money. So I understand that that is not such a big issue. But time is something that you will not get back. You will not get back that time. And this is the problem, right? And then obviously, what else can happen is that you meet somebody new and you no longer want your ex back and they come back. So, as you know, recently I've been talking about my client who had an extra bad situation. So, like a horrible situation. And I've discussed it in the audio, so I'm not gonna get into it. And I even didn't want to work with her because it was one of those situations that I'm like, I don't see this happening. Anyways, we worked for over a year on that person, and then finally the person that has blocked her and everything reached out. However, in the meantime, she met somebody else. Well, about exactly at the time that he reached out, she met somebody else. It was, yeah. Um, and I saw that in the reading that she's gonna end up with somebody else and she's actually gonna choose the other person. And she was like, no, no, no way, that's gonna happen. But it did. It happened. And now this ex is still chasing her. And she had to block him everywhere. And she used to be blocked. So can you see how tables can turn? Tables can turn, guys. Yes, it can work. But maybe you will no longer want it. That's the thing. And then he keeps making sorry new profiles and reaching out from new numbers and stuff, and she keeps blocking him. And sure, it's a funny situation, but that's something that can happen and that you need to consider and be aware of. And for me as well, when I had situations when I was doing work for myself and it took a long time, similar things happened as well, that I just lost interest, or again met somebody else, or something happened where I was like, then, oh no, I don't want this person anymore, and then they were chasing me. So there is that can absolutely happen. So you got to consider all of these things. And I know that majority of these people would tell me, there is no way, Svetlana, I would ever stop wanting my person, or go for somebody else. But that can change, guys. That can change, because this client claimed that as well. She did. And that can totally change. It's something you got to be aware of. Things can change always. We change our mind all the time, which is what I tell you all the time. And we change all the time. And others do too. Others change their mind all the time and change all the time. And this is why everything is possible. But yeah, in the situations like this, it's gonna be a long period of time. And that's something that you need to be aware of. And I always tell the clients to take some time and think about it, days, weeks, whatever they need, because it's not a decision to make lightly. It's not an easy process. So yeah. Okay, and then the other thing I get asked a lot is a very popular question. How do I know when it's my intuition? Because a lot of people don't even know what their intuition is. So this can be hard to determine, because you have different voices inside of your head, and they come from different places. And some of them are, obviously, a lot of them are going to be your fears and your programming and your limiting beliefs. And how to tell the difference, it can be difficult if you are very much in the wrong mindset and vibration. It can be extremely hard to tell the difference. So how can you practice your intuition and make it stronger? By doing vibrational work. Yes, it's the answer to everything. I'm sorry. By actually working on yourself and on your limiting beliefs, on your fears, changing your mindset. And when you're changing all of those limiting beliefs and all of those fears, you're basically growing your intuition, because now it can grow and now you can recognize it better when you kind of put these other voices away, not completely away, but kind of make them less loud, basically. Because we're always going to have some fears, and that's normal, and we're always going to have some limiting beliefs coming up, but it shouldn't be something that's running us. It shouldn't be our dominant state of mind. It should just be sometimes where the situation is like that and we get triggered. But a lot of us on a daily basis operate on those fears, those anxieties. We always feel anxious, we always feel unwell, and this is where the problem lies, and this needs to be changed. And the only person who can, sorry, I've been doing readings today, so my voice. The only person who can change it is yourself, actually. You are the only one that can change your mindset. I can't do it for you. I can help you do it, but I can't physically do it for you. So it's very important to actually take the advice you hear on this channel and then to use it. Not just listening, because just by listening all of this, you're not getting there. It's like, okay, you understand the mechanics behind it, and that's great, but you're not actually doing the work. You're not actually practicing it. You're not actually working on changing your mindset, working on your limiting beliefs, and that's what you should be doing. So I definitely recommend to everyone who hasn't started yet to do it, because it does work. And then you're going to notice that your intuition is going to become stronger. And you're just going to see. That's what I'm going to say. You're just going to experience it. And you have to experience things for yourself. But that is how you can make your intuition stronger, and that is how you can actually tell the difference between your intuition and everything else that we have going on inside of our heads. Anyways, guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope you're having a nice weekend, and I hope everybody is looking forward to the full moon in Aries. I know I am. Bye.